Hi there, welcome back to Voluminum, my single-player survival world. This episode is all about automation. That's right, we're taking one more step towards making things a little bit easier on ourselves in the long run. I was mulling over how long I've been spending trying to work out this witch farm, stressing over if it is the right design and just irritated by how I've had to redo things multiple times, but it dawned on me this world is still in its infancy. So this is a good first project to begin with, and if it takes a little longer than I anticipated, it's fine. I always psych myself up if I know a build is going to take a long time, normally making the perimeter for a farm, but in this case, I had it in my head, okay, I just need to make the shifting floor farm, send the witches up. It shouldn't be too bad. And in all reality, it isn't. I've just had to learn a few things along the way about new spawning algorithms and mob transportation. I then felt an appreciation for having been forced to work more on this than I had initially thought, because I'm now learning things, and that's productive in my book. However, the farm is running great now, so I'm going to leave it be and work on some other things. I've got some ideas on how I want to make this look better than a barren area, but it will shape up better when I know exactly what I want to do. Woo! Alright, with the help from some comments in the YouTube video on the last episode and a good buddy, VK Tech, let me know how the spawns work. This witch farm is now super efficient. I just have to finish the despawn sphere here, which I'm not going to dig down like I previously was planning on. Who poisoned me? Oh, probably one of these guys. Let me just stand here. They don't mind if I stand up here. Oh, they are dropping so fast now. Yeah, basically, I had the drop platform over the farm, and in previous versions... Are they still poisoning me? Which one of you were mad? Alright, I'll back up over here. I'm gonna just go stand over here for now. How rude. I'm trying to talk. But yeah, in previous versions, you could put transparent blocks over the farm, but now after 114, any block over the farm raises the height map, if that's the right word for it, and they spawn less. So anything over this farm would affect the rates. And for the third time, I moved the roof, but definitely worth it. I'm just in free cam here, so the only thing that can spawn are these witches. And I did have to do some more adjusting for the for how they come. Yeah, now you can see. See, they spawn up there. I originally just had the one pad. They flow 7 blocks, fall down into a stream together, get bunched up, and then go up the tunnel. But now we have to move them further out, a little further out. So they fall down 2 streams of water that go at 7 blocks, then another to kind of bunch them up down here, and then this one by one all the way up. And even though they're having to travel further out, this is way faster than when I had it just over the farm. Because when I was doing this, I was thinking, man, this is going to be so much slower now because the witches are going to have to fall down, go down 2 streams of water, two or three, and then go up the column, and it's still a high column. I'm not dropping them as far because sweeping edge pretty much kills them, even if they're full health in like 3 swings. Yeah, this is so much faster than the other one, and all I did was basically extend the tunnel out, make it again, and then just flip them the other way around. So now I'm not over the farm, I'm just off to the side here. And this is so much faster, so much so that I took the time to make a sorter for it. So now we're sorting out all the items separately, and I'm gonna have to do something about just using hoppers there because they are simply not fast enough to process all the items. But it's working really well so far. I'm actually thinking of not dropping them at all, or not dropping them far enough to hurt themselves, or maybe even on some water so they don't drop and start drinking a potion. because I'm getting a lot of potions clogging up the system whenever I kill them. So let's see, I'll show you an example here. Once I start killing them, I'll start chugging potions. Oh my. Now this is a good XP farm. This has been repairing all my tools and everything. Oh my, yeah. The way I had it did not work. And this is miles better. So I definitely appreciate the advice you guys gave me. They're after me treasures. Scoundrels. Am I alone in thinking that it's kind of weird that this pops up in the text chat? I think it should appear kind of where this does, just above your health bar. I think respawn point set should be there instead. It seems kind of odd that it's in the text. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Alright, we're back over at the bees. And from my experience, it's better to find the most inhumane way of trapping whatever you want to farm in the most confined space possible. So, I've given the bees here an upgrade. Yep, there's an upgrade, but not for them, of course. This one is for me. I know making a bee farm in the overworld is less efficient, but this is better than collecting the stuff by hand, and it took maybe 10 minutes to set up. And this is part of my automation initiative. And before I go too far into the automation of this episode, I want to show you something really quick. So we beat the dragon last episode, and we got our first gateway. So I bridged across over here and just made my way up to it. And in the future, I definitely want to make at least the 4 cardinal direction gateways, void gateways, that do some cool things over the void. And there's a way you can manipulate these things to spawn out over the void instead of near end islands. But I figure this first one's okay, since I also need an elytra. So let's go through here. And that is what spawned right there. I came through this, I came through down there, and I just kind of let the islands load, looked around, okay, there's a course field over there, and then I looked this way and just saw that little piece there. Yep, that generated right there, and there's the ship, just off in the distance there, you can see. And I've already killed all the Shulkers, and the ship is, I got the elytra, so we are sitting good now. We are sitting near endgame, as far as like the player progression. And I do have Shulker respawning off right now, because having it on would be kind of a nightmare to try to get up there and bridge across to get the elytra. So I have it off right now, but I will turn it back on when I decide to make a Shulker farm, which is probably pretty soon, honestly, because I need to have a little bit more storage than I have now. And that'll also help with the automation of things. So let's go back to the overworld. Alright, and speaking of automation, now that I have the elytra, I wanted a more consistent way to get sugarcane without having to harvest it from my sugarcane river over there. So I've built this little flying machine here. I think I heard the minecart going off. Please tell me it isn't stuck again. Oh, why is that powered? Why is this powered? Oh, it's because this is... Ah. Okay. Let's just check the minecart. Nope, it isn't stuck. We're good. Okay. Flying machine isn't going, however. So let me demonstrate this. So it goes off once a day. I don't actually have a way to manually set it off other than this daylight sensor. So at nighttime, that loses power. And when I sleep, it gets power again and sends off the flying machine. This is really basic. This is really like the farm that gnembon made a while back. I want to say maybe 1 to 2 years ago he made just a big farm with a couple of flying machines side by side. But I just took one slice basically and built this here. And then I'll just have one minecart going underneath, because I don't really like minecarts. They get stuck and they also create lag, so I tend not to use them, but in this case I figured it was okay to just use one. And then I've just got Ben here watching the farm. He's got a little hat. Okay, moving on. The mob farm, I added a little automation to this. So I've got sorters now for each of the item drops. And anything that isn't an item drop, so like armor and even some of the witch drops, stuff like that, I've got sent to this dropper in the lava. I didn't want to be bothered trying to sort out the witch drops as well, having like 3-4 extra chests on the side. So, and I've already got a witch farm, so this is good enough. And then I've just got the bulk of what I've taken out over here previously. But I haven't used this actually in a little while. Rotten flesh is stacked up to the brim. This is already being sent off into the lava. Look at this man. He decided to just spawn up here. This must have just happened. Ooh, let me get some of this. I'll be right back, guy. Oh, having an elytra is so much better. It makes getting around so easy. Okay. Mr. Guy, give me all of these. It only gives you 5. Ugh. That is not great. Doesn't seem to restock either, which is unfortunate. I will just take those leads. I think I did mention in a previous clip that I added sorting to this. I just wanted to show what it looks like. So I've got the item frames down there, and anything that comes out like potions, now I've got it just kicked out into lava. So we are getting a good bit of honey bottles now, which is great. So I can start building with honey. But there are some things that you can't do with honey that you can do with slime. Like, you can't send a signal through a honey block, unfortunately. So we're going to need some slime. So I've just started digging this slime hole down here. I don't have a beacon yet, so it's kind of taking a while. But let's see if I can show the... Yeah, there we go. This is a slime chunk. I figured this is an okay spot for our first slime chunk to dig out. And it definitely won't be that efficient, but this will be an automated way of getting some slime balls. And I am currently out after building that flying machine over there, so even just having 1 or 2 floors near the bottom down there will help us get some slime to start with. Alright, so I've made a super efficient birch tree farm. Because I'll need these to make a bunch of chests and hoppers and shulker boxes. And it's pretty simple actually. I'm going to show you all the materials you need for it. Ah? That's it. You just gotta chop down trees. If you're wondering where all those birch logs came from, yeah, this is spawn. Let's pull it up here. Yeah. I wanted to clear it out of all the tree. Oh, forgot some. I think there's some dark oak over there too that I need to clear out. Just that away. Yep. But I wanted to clear out spawn of the trees so we can kind of get work on the look of spawn, because it's looking pretty dull right now. There's not much going on here aside from the iron farm. I want to get work on our Roman architecture builds. Have some pathways, lead to some other builds. Won't have many farms, or if any, more than the iron farm going on here. Other than upgrading it, definitely want to upgrade the iron farm. Because I don't want to fill spawn up with too much junk and have it laggy. So I want to have this pretty open. And onto the iron farm. Another way I've added automation to this. I'm now sorting out the poppies. I just added this little glass here so you can see the redstone. That was kind of cool. And now I've added a lot more chests. These are filling up pretty good. Somehow poppies are still getting in here. I don't know how. Give me that. But all the iron is coming down here now. Let me turn this down just a bit. There we go. I've got all the iron filling up down here. And whenever this does fill up, basically down, starting to fill up the last row of chests, I've made this little button here that just dispenses water under this crafting table. So I'll come up under here and break all the chests. So all the iron comes out and just flows right here. And I'll craft it into blocks and then put it in these chests here. This is what I've got so far. Pretty good. Pretty good so far. Turn that off. Then I've got a little access door here to come look at the back. See what's going on. And after getting the elytra, I took a good while just to fly around and see the world in a much easier way without having to ride around on a horse or just walk around. It's much faster to get around, obviously. I'll show you some things I've found around the world here. So there's an ocean monument right around spawn. I actually found another pillager outpost on the side of this mountain here. I thought that looked really cool. I'll just fly over here so you can see. It's just kind of hanging off the side of that mountain there. That looks awesome. I don't know if I'll do anything with it, but it just looks really cool. So I wanted to make a portal over to it. Found some gravel mountains just down there. And all the way at the end here, finally found some ice. So this is the frozen ocean that I found. So if I ever want to come over here and try and harvest some blue ice, there's another guy over there. What is he doing? So if I ever want to come over here and try and harvest some blue ice, there should be plenty under here. And then if I want to mess with polar bears at any point. And this is the better biome that I found. The ice spikes. I think these are a little bit more rare than the frozen oceans. This looks really cool. So I've had a lot more time to play lately than I have had to record. So things may be a little bit more spaced out. And I'm also still playing on the Ingenium server. So it's been kind of difficult to divide time up between, you know, real life stuff and which server to play on and which what to dedicate time to. It's been more so about what I feel like playing. Like if I feel like doing something on the Ingenium server, I'll get on there, and if I feel like progressing through this world, which lately it's been more of that, so I've been doing more things here. But I just wanted to kind of clarify that some things may take a little longer coming from my channel than you may see on other Let's Play channels or single player worlds, because there's which a lot of people go through this. I know that they have to divide time up between a lot of things. And it's a problem everyone has. So I guess I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not trying to slack off here. It's taking time to trying to even things out, try and get what I want done on this world and do things on Ingenium, even some other servers that I'm a part of. But I always want to make things interesting to see. So like laying all these slabs here was pretty boring. I didn't care to record any of that. There's also a lot of ideas I have for this area, and I just don't exactly know what I want to do yet. So it's just taking me some time to sort all that out. But we'll get to some good stuff in this world. It just may come a little bit later than sooner. I don't want to pull a lot of tutorial farms and lay them in here. There's a melon and pumpkin farm that I want to lay out as well, and I need to do something with these villagers. I need to get these guys out of this hole here. The poor guys have been in there since episode 1, started this world, drug over all the nitwits. They've been hanging in there. They all got to be good friends by now. But they don't like sharing beds. That guy's taking 2. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned that all the drops are going down here into these chests, and after plenty successful AFK sessions, we are looking pretty good. I've already emptied out this thing a couple times, so this is a pretty good output for such a small farm. I guess it's small compared to most, I think, sugarcane farms that are like a field. But on to the next project. I want more pumpkins and melons. I want access to as many pumpkins so I can make jack-o'-lanterns and trade with villagers for emeralds, and I want melons because melon blocks are fun to build with. Alright, just getting started here. I made a stack of observers, pistons, and note blocks. Hopefully this will be enough. Thankfully, we have carpet, so we can use the cactus to just turn these little pistons upside down. Otherwise, it would be kind of a nightmare to place all those things. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. I don't actually have enough melon seeds, so I just planted as many as I had. I'm going to have to go in and kind of manually farm these things for a minute so I can finish the... Oh, nope, that's the wrong block. This one. There you go. Alright, here we go. We are just cruising. I need to sleep probably though. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be a big enough melon and pumpkin farm. Yeah. It just kind of stretches out. Let's see if I can't get in here. Oh. Yeah, there we go. I'll take that. Nice. I don't have the minecart underneath yet. And I'm not going to use hoppers because that would just be too many hoppers. I'm simply just not going to use that many hoppers. That would be way too many hoppers for one place. I ran out of cobblestone. So I'm down here just branch mining. Yep. It's going to go on for a good hour. Ah. This is noisy. This is so satisfying though. Just placing all these note blocks. What? This farm has taken a lot more resources than I'd originally thought was going to. I'll be honest. Spent a lot of redstone on pistons. Oh, that is loud. Oh my. That's gotta go down a little bit. Whoop. Every time something grows. I think the observers detect every state the plant is in as well, not just when it gets fully grown. So it's going off whether it's actually grown or not. Because there's different stages to the plant growth. Yeah, see, this is age 2. This one is H3. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix this too. Yeah, the minecart isn't there yet. I gotta get the minecart under here and then put, you know, glass or something around this so all of the crops aren't falling off. Alright, so I'm finally done placing the note blocks and the blocks. And now I'm just going over and covering the note blocks so this isn't so noisy. I think I'm going to mix it up between smooth stone and quartz slabs. I actually don't need it over the iron blocks, do I? But I also don't want anything spawning there, so let's just cover it all up. Whoops. Or I could put glowstone. That would be cool. No, that's a lot of glowstone. Yeah, I think I'll just keep this here. I'll just have quartz slabs. I think that'll look good. Whoops. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. And it is working. Thank God. So now I've just got to add the minecart underneath to send it to some chests, and we're golden. Ah. I think I should have probably did the minecart rails first. But this will be okay. Nothing we can't get past. How far do these go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just do every 10th block. Should be fine, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. I'm just gonna do this. Fill this up with the rails. Alright. The rails are all in place. I've got a minecart unloader. I don't know if this is actually the best one you should be using, but it is one. So that goes off. And this should collect everything that's in here. There's quite a lot because the whole time I've been building the storage for it, these have been going off. I think the good news is these are all fully grown stems, so it should be working at 100% right now. Anyways, so we got the unloader here, and it comes off and unloads into these hoppers. And while it's unloading, it should be stopped. And this is not the best way to probably do this, but it's good for now. I'm putting these composters on here because just like in older versions, putting droppers on top of hoppers reduced lag a little bit. So I think this should be good. Oh, that did not work right, did it? That stopped for like a second. Might need to adjust that. didn't seem to want to stop. I'll check it again when it comes back. It's pretty fast. Look at that. Anyways, I get the sorter come down here. This sorts melon slices and this sorts pumpkins. And then it goes down and is sorted in these chests here. There's cobblestone in there. Okay. But this is done. I just need to make sure this properly unloads. Did it come back again and I missed it? I missed it. Okay. Oh, no, here it comes. That is concerning. Did it not unload? Maybe I need to put a hopper here as well. We'll see. That should detect that things are unloading, and it should turn... Oh, because this probably pulls it out faster than... This is pulling out of the hopper while this is also pulling out of the hopper, so it's... Actually, I don't know. I'm so bad at this. Okay, so I just replaced one of these hoppers with a chest, and this seems to be working. I didn't realize this actually stopped between these two hoppers, so it unloads at double hopper speed. Which is cool, but not really that helpful in this situation, because the hoppers under it can only handle so much at a time. So this will unload. After this hopper's done unloading, it should go back out. But it's pulling through the system, seems like. Yep. Perfect. It's working. Alright, this is a project done. Didn't take too long. I've just got 4 of these like 9x9 modules next to each other, and it's alternating melons and pumpkins. So this should be a nice addition. I'll have some AFK sessions over there in the bee hut. That's where I like to AFK. And it's working good. Everything's being sorted out. Melons over here, and pumpkins over here. I don't care necessarily right now about decorating this room or doing anything with it at all, really. I think maybe in the near future I will connect up all of these automated farms into one central storage system that's centralized. So these would come over to here, the sugarcane would go into there, the honey bottles, the chicken we get would all be collectively sorted and stored in the middle here, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that really. Like I said, this is a starter area and isn't meant to be a more final thing. So I'm not sure if I want to go all out with a storage system that centralizes them all. And that would also be a lot of items constantly loaded here if these farms are on. And speaking of, I do have an on and off switch for this. Just switching that lever there. So that can be turned off. Currently, there's no way to turn off this melon and pumpkin farm though, unless I just wanted to hold the minecart there. But even so, these melon and pumpkins are going to be activated no matter what. And I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a way to have them not do that, because these observers are going to detect all of these growth stages. So, what's wrong with this guy? Why does he turn like that? Is this like a ghost block? Is there Oh, that was weird. Huh. Wonder if it didn't update properly somehow. The rest of them look... Why aren't these guys growing? It's concerning. I wonder if I need to add a glowstone here. I think I'm going to add some glowstone around the sides here, because this dirt looks pretty ugly. And so I've planted some cactus here as well, to get some cactus. And I'll need to automate this. So I think we'll set something up. This shouldn't be too bad. Cactus is pretty generic. It just grows, pops off, and then you collect it. So maybe I'll set something up for this as well, for the sake of automation. Yep, I think that'll do. We just made this 11 by 11 pit, and there's water on all 4 corners. And I set these up, I think, the most efficient way that you're supposed to, with a slab under them. Actually, I think that if you want to stack them is actually when the slab matters. So I don't think it matters right now, but it still looks cool, I think. And it's just a little more of the automation going on here in this area. So that, yeah, they just pop off, go into this water stream, and collect it right down here. I've got holes all over this place. with different farms going down into it. Also expanded my sugarcane farm. Let me show you how this is doing. Ben's been working hard over here. Good job, Ben. Let's just go down here. Yep, these are all full. Oh, except for there. Yeah, this is working pretty well. They are freaking out. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Alright, no more macro clicker on the bell. Well, I think that'll do it for episode 3 on Voluminum. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
I swear to God I wasn't born to fight. Maybe just a little bit, enough